Just make sure to record yourself.
See, it's really good, but
there you go. Then you have nothing to worry about.
It's weird that it like hesitates before it really gets going. Like if I do a speed test, the first 3 seconds are down at like 30, and then it goes up to 120.
It's probably just your router.
Wonder if I have to reset it at some point.
But don't do it now.
It's been like 3 months since I've done that. All right.
It's been 3 months since I liked Star Wars.
It's been longer than that.
Longer than forever.
All right. Longer than forever. Hold on. Let me double check.
No.
Recording from the correct one. Yes, it is. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes whatever I open the voice recorder, it'll use the audio from the webcam instead. But
cool.
What is happening? We're good. Okay.
If it starts to get wonky, I will turn my video off. Just FYI. So if it goes away, I didn't lose. I'm trying to save it. Okay, kids.
Are you prepared for Guess the Scene too?
What?
Okay, kids.
I don't know anything about Star Wars. Never seen it? Never heard that?
Have you felt it?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, what have we here?
Yeah.
You guys are so funny.
What?
Hello.
Holy shit. It ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy Rogue Squadron podcast. Thank you, and
Thank
for
me.
tuning in. Thank myself. I am Mopar.
I'm Commander Cody.
We are doing separativities over here. We're not in the same room today.
It done been a minute since we done the remoteness, but here we are.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
We're going to get through it. Rogue Squadron podcast. Appreciate everybody. We got some stuff here that we usually get through. We got the beer review.
Got the guest
what do you have in store?
I got some Brooklyn. You know, I've talked a little bit of trash on Brooklyn in the past, so I feel if I'm in New York, which I am in New York, by the way, background's different. I'm in the city. I figured I should give it another chance, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I am along with you for whatever reason. Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever had Brooklyn in a bottle. Every time I get Brooklyn, it's in a can, and it's like, you know how like an older something that's been sitting on the shelf for a while, like you squeeze the can, and it's like clearly like there's not a lot of pressure or something.
Yeah.
That's how whenever I've gotten a Brooklyn, that's how they hand it to me, and they're like, I'm like, where did you find this? Like, was it hidden behind a fucking potato salad at the bar's refrigerator? Like, what are you talking about?
It's in the warehouse on the docks in Brooklyn.
It's in Brooklyn?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've related them to like Elevator in Columbus, like one of the first ones, but we're kind of just substandard before like the craft beer boom happened. So it's been probably 2 years since I've had a Brooklyn. So let's give it another shot. Yeah, it is what it is. What do you have?
Okay. I have a tripod over here of beers. I've got this one. I don't even know. It's called Cigar City.
Ooh.
Born in Tampa, Florida. So yeah, Cigar City Brewing, and I can't pronounce it. Jla.
Jla.
But it is a IPA, 7.5%, 65 IBUs. I've never seen anything by them, so that's why.
I've never even heard of that. I never heard of the name of the beer either.
Yeah, I honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a juice, and then it said IPA, and I was like, oh well.
There we go.
I got a Dogfish Head. I had one of those, and then I actually do have a UFO, a Winter Blonde.
Interesting.
But it's a blonde vanilla coffee ale.
Oh, sounds like I would love that.
Yeah, so that's the one it's going to be definitely building the fence with. I don't know what that means. But we do have our normal, we're going to do the beer review, guess the scene. We're starting kind of a new segment called New News. I don't know, I just created that. We're literally just going to type Star Wars into Google and click the news feed and see what's a brew in there.
What about new nudes?
Nude news.
Yeah.
What's the last titties that we saw?
None.
And actually, in doing the new news, I came across Adam Driver was kind of looking back at the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
I'm assuming everything's like done. They're just kind of in editing, and that's what it made it sound like. It was after the fact, after filming, and they were talking to Adam Driver about his like complete thoughts.
I don't know if they wrapped filming. Obviously, they know how it's going to end if they're on set.
Yeah,
but they usually have a big announcement when they wrap filming. So,
well,
but I know what you mean. They're getting closer to the end of the.
Yeah, so I searched Star Wars, clicked on Adam Driver. It says Adam Driver reflects on 6 years of work on the sequel trilogy. So maybe it's not even done.
Yeah.
But the subtitle on that was the actor reveals he had, quote, one piece of information of where it was all going.
Ooh.
So I'd like to kind of run through that. I'm sure he doesn't. It's not going to spoil anything, but maybe we'll get a little bit of gloriousness there. So
yeah. Nice.
Excited.
But before we get into anything, before I even crack this beer open, which I'm about to do because I'm thirsty.
It's snowing.
Oh, I was going to have an announcement before we talk about the weather. Guys, we are a day away from our 5-year anniversary of this podcast. And that's absolutely crazy to think about. I feel like 2 weeks ago, we were just doing our 4-year anniversary when I moved into the new office. 5 years. What am I doing with my life?
How many offices have we had?
Ooh, that's a good question. 1, 2.
I mean, to be like remote, like we started in Sugar Run.
Yeah.
Then we went to the LC.
Yep.
We were upstairs. And
then,
I would consider my PA because I was out of there.
Yep. And then when I got to the office, there was a stint before I moved into an actual office space. So I was doing it from like the conference room. So that counts as half.
Yeah. So we've had like four or five, because this is another place where I'm at right now. This is just a different apartment. It's not PA.
I like the Buddha.
Yep.
We're off track. 5-year anniversary.
5-year anniversary. Yeah.
Wouldn't have it any other way, I guess.
Applause us.
That's the big announcement. I clickbaited everybody in the chat. I was like, we have a big announcement. The title of the stream is 5 years. Everybody should know what's going on.
Yeah. No, 5 years is a ridiculous thing to be had for something this outrageous.
Yeah. Some people haven't even been alive for 5 years. We've been talking about nothing for 5 years. So, with that, I'm going to crack my beer open. Cheers.
Yep. I'm going to do the Jla Ipa here. Jla Ipa.
Oh, somebody in the chat's yelling. You should pull up the chat. They're yelling at you. They said it's Jla.
Jla.
Yeah.
I'm white, guys, from Ohio. I can't pronounce
There we go. And this is the Brooklyn East Ipa. I think I said lager at first by mistake, but I've been in the IPA zone. I was all Pilsner and lagered out last night. So this is East Ipa from Brooklyn. Cheers. I forgot to bring the drinking bell on the road. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Very light, very caramely. Are you? Oh, you're drinking. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That sucks. Come on, Brooklyn. Been around long enough. No sleep till. No beer till.
No beer till they figure the recipe out. I was trying to find on the bottle what the expiration was, like if it's bad. I can't find it though. Oh, here we go. Best by April 2019. So it's fresh and it's still just like what?
This says canned on 7/17/1902. So maybe that's why I haven't heard of it. It's 100 years old.
That's hilarious. Okay, second sip was way better. It's not as bad as I thought.
You know, I'm actually very happy with this. Actually, I've never seen. It says "Do not age." I've never seen that on a can or anything.
Don't fuck around with it.
Drink fresh. Do not age.
Yeah,
they said it tastes like dog piss after about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Carolina Prepper's here yelling at us.
Who is it?
Carolina Prepper being a savage. And we got some people speaking Mando up in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm not brushed up on my Mando. I haven't read the Republic Commando for a while. Apologize.
Well, welcome everyone who's live with us.
Oh yeah,
appreciate it. With us being remote, it's a lot more difficult to see the feed here for myself.
I can see it. What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring it up here.
You're gonna try to?
Real quick.
Okay.
Huh?
I said you're gonna try to. You better just pull it up, boy. Okay, brewed in New York, Brooklyn. I talked about that. 6.9% alcohol. Do they have a little poem on here? Okay, so here we go. They're right up front with this. It isn't here to blow you away. And then they went with a bunch of things that I can't even pronounce. It's a clean, drinkable ale that's packed with flavor and offers a bold balance, not a smack in the head. Okay, I can get that. So, Kerner, this is literally your beer. It is the standardist of IPAs. Standardist, yeah. Yeah. So when I was here last, I did try to find as many like smaller craft breweries as I could. I'm kind of limited with like beer stores around where I am. Unfortunately, they put us in Times Square, which I kind of hate because it's touristy as hell. But I was kind of stuck. The only New York stuff they had in here was Brooklyn, so I just rolled the dice with that.
There was another one that I had while I was over there that was it was one of the best beers I've ever had. It was like one of the driest pilsners. While I was I don't think it was Brooklyn, but it was something along those lines.
I had a Lager of the Lakes by Bell's from last night. It was really good. That stuff is so good.
Lager of the Lakes. Oh, that one is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I am very happy with this. It's very unique. See, I don't even know. Let me take another sip, to be honest. I don't.
All right. You're not allowed to say drinkable during this entire review. And you're not allowed to say, what's the other word you always say? Balanced. Can't say balanced or drinkable. So now explain it.
Well, I'm able to consume it very easily. And it's blended well.
Sippable. It's very sippable, guys. Very sippable. Fucking hilarious.
No, I'm very happy with this. I don't know if it's going to be a 3. I'm going to sit on it because initial up front, I'm like, it's not unique in any way, but I don't think it has to be. It just has to be a great tasting beer. So, I'm kind of on the border of a high 2, low 3. So let me get a few minutes. So
yeah, I'm thinking between a 1 and a 2. I do have some recommendations for somewhere to check out. We will be in Brooklyn tomorrow. We've been in Times Square this whole time. Fifth Hammer. I don't know if anybody that's in New York has heard or been to Fifth Hammer, but a buddy that lives here recommends we check that out before we leave tomorrow. So Fifth Hammer Brewing. We'll check it out.
Fifth Hammered.
Totally hammered beer store.
Now, I will say this. Now that this because I've never heard of this brewery or beer or ever seen anything.
Hey, LA.
I will start to seek out Cigar City Brewing now because this is very good.
What is Cigar City? What city is that?
I don't know. Tampa? This is born in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cities have nicknames that I have no fucking idea about. Did you know that Columbus is Arch City?
Well, yeah, because we had that conversation when we were at Arch City.
Oh, yeah, at the bar. Yeah, sorry. I forgot. Before that, did you know?
Mm-mm. No, and that's actually a very weird name for the city because how many arches? Like, I guess...
there used to be way more, I think.
Well, like in Short North, you have the over-the-street arches, but outside of that, I don't... Why?
But I think they used to be all over the place. So that's what I have to say about it. I'm looking up Cigar City, and the only thing that's coming up is the brewery. So that's all I know.
Nice.
Not nice.
Yeah, well, and Butterclone in the chat here says Arch Bridges, and that's kind of where I thought, like, if Columbus had a lot of bridges and they were all built like archy,
yeah.
But I can only think of like 2, and neither of them are arches. So I don't know.
Good question.
I know the one on campus is like the main one I think of, and that's a very unique looking bridge, but it's not an arch bridge.
Oh, by the stadium.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's interesting. It's that's what they came up with, Arch City, because it should be belligerent fucking Berg.
Flat city with 2 rivers city. 3 rivers
Belligerence
city.
Fucking Berg.
Belligerence Berg.
Belligerence Berg.
Hammered shirt.
Debauchery town.
Drunkville.
Let's do it. Let's guess the scene. We got a lot of chat. Let's see. Whoa. Isaac Nelson's up here. Whoa. When the hell did Mopar grow a beard?
Oh, it's been happening.
Yesterday.
It's been happening. It is way bigger than it was last week. I will say that. You made a lot of progress in just 1 week.
Good. I've been rubbing oils on it and infused.
Maybe it just looks bigger on the camera. On that particular camera. Yeah, we do have a lot of people in the chat here. Thanks, guys, for fucking around.
Yeah, we might have to change the fucking live feed
What does that mean?
time, the recording time.
Oh, bump it up to 5? Yeah, more you guys are hanging out. Yeah, we can do that, yeah.
Down for that. Fuck the West Coasters.
Make sure you guys can... Fuck
wake
Saturday
up
morning
early.
cartoons. You can have your cereal while you're watching Rogue Squadron live on the cam.
Those fuckers have to wake up early. Set your fucking dinner bells. Wait. What?
All right,
Breakfast bells.
scene guessing. Right now it's 5:22. So you want to roll the dice on episode 522? Or is that
Yeah.
too easy?
No, because there's a lot that happens on Hoth, and it could be all over the place.
Wait, didn't we just do this? Like 5:30 or 5:40 or something like that? I feel
We
like
did
that.
222, actually. The last episode, we did 222.
All right, fine. I'll do it.
I'm okay with 522.
I'll do five.
Hoth's difficult, so...
It is difficult to get through because it's terrible. Is that what you mean?
No. Let's see. I'm not going to even think about it. Let's just say...
Yeah, I find that a lot of the times my gut instinct is right, and then I change it to something else because I'm trying to be logical.
Yeah. I'm going to guess... Rogue 2.
Repeat. This is Rogue 2.
Man, I think it might be before that. That might be a little later. No, because the Empire... I'm going blank. The Empire attacks and then Luke... No, Luke's off. Luke has to be saved by Han and then the Empire attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to guess... Yeah, Rogue 2's fine because 22 minutes because there's a lot that happens on Bespin. I don't want to overjump it. I think if it's not Rogue 2, my half guess will be the Tauntaun where he's putting Luke into the Tauntaun.
I'm going to say the AT-ATs are landing. The AT-ATs have landed.
Oh, Kerner's got a great one. 2 fighters against a Star Destroyer. That's actually... I hate that I... We got people guessing all over the place.
Yeah.
Prepper's on General Veers. Butterclone is Then I'll See You in Hell.
General Vance.
Dakota's on the same boat. Let's see what happens.
Prepare your bitches. All right, so since I don't have my normal setup, this is going to replace your face for a second. So everybody...
Okay. As you get through that, if you guys aren't familiar, guess the scenes where obviously we bring up a random Star Wars film and we pick a couple numbers or unnumbered and we guess what scene is happening in the film at that minute marker.
Oh, yeah.
So today was 22 minutes into episode 5.
So I'm throwing this up. I'm at 19, and Han and Chewie are investigating the probe droid. So I'm
Oh,
kind
and
of...
they're blowing it up. Okay.
Yep, 20. Vader's looking over his fleet, and they're about to land. And if I pause at 22, Luke is getting prepped for battle. He's saying hello to Chewie, leaving the medical bay. The medical droid's trying to fucking talk about battle plans. So it's right. It's right before they land for the battle.
Okay.
So that's a weird. This is the first time that it's happened where it's a really weird scene. Like I wouldn't guess Luke's saying goodbye to Chewie. Like that isn't in my head for scenes.
Yeah, Shinobi guessed Luke in the back to tank, so he was really fucking close.
He was really no. This is after that. He's like healed. He's in his flight jumper suit or whatever.
Yeah. After the kiss. Yeah, because he gets healed and then
Even
he
further after that.
Man, I guess that. So you're saying
Take
the
care,
Wampa?
sir. Let's take
Yeah.
care, sir. That's exactly what
Yeah,
it
but
was.
isn't that right after he gets healed? Take care, sir.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how long he's in that tank for, and
Well, he's in the tank. They take him out of the tank. He's laying on that thing. Han and Chewie come in. You look pretty tough, kid. Yeah. And then he tongue kisses his sister. Knowingly. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because there's a lot of small scenes. Because it could have been like... Well, I was going to say Han and the princess arguing back and forth.
that
You wanna
happens
bag
the
me
entire
right now,
movie.
don't you?
That happens the entire movie. So, yeah, that was the first strange one where it wasn't like an explicit, memorable scene. So, well, did you win or did you not win? What did you win if you won?
I was off.
Yeah, I was close, but no cigar. Close, but no cigar city.
Wow, great one, Mopar. What else? Let me look at my checklist because I've never done this before. So we got the beer checked. Whoop.
Do you have
Actually,
a
we
checklist
haven't
for the
even
show
rated.
segments?
We haven't even rated it.
I'm actually going to jump to a 2.
I'm feeling pretty frisky, and I am actually very happy with this. And the only one of the major reasons I'm bumping this up to a 3 is there is 0 issues with this beer. I'm very, very happy with it.
I will say that too. That's interesting to know. And the fact that they kind of prep you like, this shit ain't nothing special. It's just going to be a straightforward, good, drinkable IPA. I said drinkable. Damn it. I failed.
Well, who said it was? ALA?
Hi-ali.
Hi-ali? Yeah, I never would have guessed that. What language is that?
I don't know. Somebody, whoever said it was hi-ali. How do you know that?
It's good, though. It's good. Oh, I didn't even see it. Brewed with 6 hop varieties. Wow.
Is Simcoe in that bitch?
It actually doesn't list it. It does. Okay, I'm sorry. There is a small little 1-sentence thing. The merry game of hi-ali provides inspiration for the citrus-forward IPA with notes of clementine, orange peel, and caramel.
That seems like a weird combo for an IPA. Like caramel and orange peel?
Caramel, orange peel, and clementine.
Yeah, it sounds really weird.
It tastes good. I'm not bitching about any of it. So 3,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah, the caramel must be in the like the malt. I had a Blue Point when we were out the other day. Not a fan. Whatever that malt characteristic that I hate is, it was all over it. And that's like the only craft beer they had. It was like Bud, Miller, Heineken, Coors, Blue Point. It's like, okay, fine. I'll deal with it.
I've been chilling on Miller's. Like, I'll go out and have like 2 craft.
Yeah.
It gets so heavy so quick. So
that's a good point. I had a Miller out of a bottle for the first time in a while, and it was like really good.
yeah.
Like I hadn't had a Miller taste that good for a long time. So fuck those cans, you know what I'm saying?
I rolled the dice with a couple what's the oh my god, Pilsner Urquell, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
And they were in bottles and they were like extreme skunked.
In a good way or a bad way?
It was almost in a bad way because it's already a skunky beer and I like skunkiness, but I think it sat out somewhere. But I opened it up. I drank it. I'm not going to sit here. All right, guys.
Are you going to stand there?
Guess the scene. Done.
I love that you have a checklist.
The other thing I normally do, I usually use my phone, though.
Usually have notes, yeah. I didn't know you had a checklist, though.
The Adam Driver news we'll be getting into a little later.
Nice.
There was a new Resistance trailer that I just watched for the second part of the first season.
Yep. Which I hate that they do that, but yep.
Yeah, but it was heavy. It was heavy.
It was.
The first thing I noticed was the soundtrack, or the music to it was just. It felt like things were at stake. Like finally, shit's happening. Like already, we're only halfway through the first season.
Yeah.
And I will admit I've only watched like 2 episodes, and it was difficult. But like the bird chicken thing that was parting out the racers, I was like, okay. I mean, we have to take everything with a grain of salt because Gamorreans do exist. They're fucking big pigs. Like,
yeah.
Why you can't be too pissed at stuff like that. So
that's true. Or like things like Jawas, like they're a void in a robe with eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're kind of cool, but at the same time, like, why? Or the Deveronian in the bar, Satan, just having a beer on Mos Eisley.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I will say. So for the first time, I started playing Jedi Knight Academy.
Yeah.
Kerner, I think, was the one that's always yelled at me about that because I played. Well, we started doing Dark Forces,
which we need to finish,
and then Dark Forces 2 is called Jedi Knight,
which I can't play,
and that's the one with Kyle Katarn.
Yep. Well, Kyle Katarn's Jedi in the first one too.
Yeah, you're right. And then I've actually played Jedi Knight. What is the one after that? There's Academy, and then there's another one after that.
Outcast.
So I've played 1, 2, and 4, basically. I skipped over Jedi Academy, but I had heard that you weren't Kyle Katarn in it. So I was like, oh, well, so it's kind of a side thing. But basically, you're Kyle Katarn's apprentice.
Ooh.
This is one of the most clunky games I have ever... It almost feels like... Yeah, and that's coming from a person who played the second one the most, and that was for PC from like 1996 or 7. This game is so clunky, but it's fun. It's an easy playthrough. I'll say that. One of the coolest things I've ever seen in a Star Wars game is it had like a build your character at the beginning, but it had like 6-7 different species you could be.
Maybe that's the same one that I started up. So I was going on Steam. I know we played Dark Forces, and then I went to buy all the rest of those, and they had a bundle. So I just bought the bundle for like $8, and it was like 6 games. Mm-hmm. Only a few are available on Mac. So I started playing one just to fuck around and get used to it. And you got to pick between a couple different races and genders and colors. Yep. I think I made myself whatever the Plo Koon species is.
Yep, that's exactly what I chose.
Yeah.
Because there was Zabraks that you could choose.
I must have played Academy then.
Yeah, it's very clunky, and it's like an empty game. It almost feels like KOTOR 2, where like clearly it wasn't finished.
Yeah,
and they rushed it out. But so it's kind of cool being Kyle Katarn's apprentice, and then you're still under Grandmaster Luke.
Mm-hmm. The ultimate badass.
So I thought the character building at the beginning, dude. Let me ask you this because this is where I'm going with
I'm ready for it to be asked.
For KOTOR, what if you could create Revan as a different species? Like,
I would honestly love that. Yeah.
I know.
Because one thing we complain about a lot in Star Wars is that the main characters are always like from the point of view of a human. So it'd be nice to switch that and have it be like Ahsoka was great. She is a great character, but it was also very cool that she wasn't a human, just like everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, so that would have been sweet.
Isaac's in here. He said customization is phenomenal.